Okay guys, I'm back. I've mixed my colors, my mold is prepared, I've poured out my fragrance oil. Now I want to say to everyone, always follow the manufacturer's directions as to how much fragrance oil you can use, or what's the maximum you can use, and use any number up to the maximum. I do tend to use the maximum amounts to give my soaps the best fragrance, especially if the scent is light. I will use the maximum amount. In this case it's 5%, so for 2 pounds I'm doing 1.4 ounces of fragrance oil. And as I mentioned, use a fragrance oil that isn't fast moving. You're going to have to do a little bit of research, check your manufacturers, check the comments and the reviews, check review boards. But this supplier is fairly reliable. It's Nature's Gardens. But you still got to test your fragrances, and based on what I've read, it does accelerate trace a bit. So I'm not going to discount my water, and I didn't mention anything about water discounting. This recipe is not water discounted. I'm going to hand stir, and I'm going to just mix to emulsify. Normally you would mix to trace. I will probably get to a point where I can show you trace, but because I want to do a swirl, I'm just going to mix to emulsify and then mix my colors, then add my fragrance and take it from there. Alright, so here goes. As I mentioned, my lye water has been cooling down here. Oops. It's been cooling down for a while. I just realized I got some colorant on my spatula. Anyhow, so as you remembered, we mixed these up before. Just slowly add your lye water to your oils and just gently stir as you go. Oh, the cocoa butter smells so good in here. So amazing. It smells just like chocolate. Okay. Now all these supplies that you see me using, I pretty much got from the dollar store, except for the spatula. The spatula is really good, and I think I bought it from Winners, which is the same thing as Marshall's in the States. We just call it Winners. Well, we have Marshall's here now in Canada, but Winners was always here. It's a discounted store of designer items, household items. I think that's some of my shortening that didn't get mixed in well, or didn't get melted well. So I just kind of blend that in. Alright, let's see how this goes. Sorry, it's going to get loud. So as I mentioned, I'm just mixing this to emulsify. I will bring it to a heavier trace in a minute. I'm just mixing to emulsify. I'm going to pour some of this in here. This is going to be for my red. I think I'll mix my pink first. I'm just looking for a light pink. Just a little bit more. And this is neon pink mixed with this, I'm going to add my red. And I've mixed a few different things in here. I've mixed some mica, I can't remember the name of it, red and black and neon red, and anyways, there's a few different things mixed in here. Get this a little bit darker. I bought these little cups at the dollar store. It's perfect for mixing colors previously to get a balance. Now I do mix my micas and stuff with oil. Well, I use mostly oxides with oil first, and then mix it into. Okay, so as you can see, this is at barely a trace. This is just a very light emulsification. So I'm going to probably do an in the pot swirl, but first I got to mix in my fragrance oils. So I'm going to do some in here. And I'm going to hand stir. Seems to be doing okay. Oh, it smells so good. Hopefully you guys can see. This isn't quite at a trace, this is just at emulsified. So as you can see, it's still quite liquidy, quite runny. This is actually doing quite well. Quite well. I'll get that after. I was going to get my rose petals I'm going to put on this, but this swirl I'm going to be showing you guys is a very, very simple swirl. It's called an in the pot swirl. It's one of the easiest ways to make a swirl. Now this is doing really well, so I might just stick blend slightly because it's not moving on me yet. Okay, now that brought out this trace a little bit. Alright guys, so how you do an in the pot swirl is you have your base color, which is my base color here. So you guys can see it's starting to thicken a bit. You're going to pour your other color from a high up point, and what I do is I come closer, and you're going to pour it in a few different spots. Hopefully you guys can see that. Now I'm going to leave a little bit for the top. And what you're going to do is take your spatula and just go in like a spiral from the outside to the inside, and that's it. Okay. Now, oops. You can see my mold. Okay, there you guys can see that. And then you just pour. And this swirls it automatically for you. Ooh, I think I'm going to have a bit much. Well, maybe not. Oh, this smells so amazing. And I'm not a floral person, but I think it's because this rose has like a wine, like a red wine note to it. It's just sweet. It's a sweet rose scent. I guess that's why I'm tolerating it. Or I don't have a problem with it, I guess, because of that. Okay. I have a little bit left over, which I'm going to sprinkle on the top. Trying to do this with my left hand, sorry guys. Oh, my mother would just love this one. I know she would. She has the most beautiful rose garden. Her roses grow like so tall. They grow like 6 feet tall, I swear. And they're always the biggest blooms. This smells just like her roses that she has. Like those dark red burgundy roses. It's exactly what this smells. The ones you get on Valentine's Day, or that your husband or your boyfriend gets you when they want to make up, or just when they want to treat you nice. Okay, so I've just included that at the top. And if you guys know me, I like to use every last bit, not waste anything, because these oils are not cheap. Well, the oils in this one was, except for the coconut oil, or not the coconut oil, sorry, the cocoa butter. Cocoa butter is not cheap, but everything else in here was a cheaper oil. Now I'm just going to grab my stick, which is all the way over here. Forgot to get that out. This is for swirling. Sorry for the noise. And then I'm just going to go like that. Nothing specific, just some random lines. I'm not going to do too much because the colors are already fairly closely blended. Just clean up my edges. Alright, let me show you this before I get the, can you guys see? Don't want to tilt it too much because then it's going to leak out the pan. Let me get my rose petals. I guess I could have gotten this all out beforehand, but of course I forgot. I've taken off my gloves at this point because I don't need it to take out the rose petals. Now what I'm going to do as well, just use my stick here to kind of stick them in so that when this cures, my rose petals are not just falling off the soap. I'm still looking for whole rose buds, but I can't seem to find where to buy them. So for now I just have the petals. Okay, that should be good. And I think I'm gonna do, oops, sorry for shaking the table, guys. I think I'm gonna do this pink glitter on the top. To give it some shimmer. Oh, it smells so good. Smell fantastic. Cool. I like to make up words. For those of you who know me, you know I do that. I just make up my words. But this smells fantabulous, so. And I think I'm gonna add a bit of this darker pink, just a little bit. And a little bit of the fairy dust glitter for the extra wazzow. Wazzow. I don't know where I get words from. But anyways, guys, I think I'm over glittering this now. Maybe not. And Mike, this one's for you because I know you've discovered glitter and I got your message. I have to respond to it. I just was in the middle of soaping or preparing to soap when I got your message. But I love glitter too. I think we all do. It just makes the soap look that much more pretty, right? All right, guys. I'm getting giddy now. This is my last soap of the night. I have done 1, 2, 3. This will be my 4th batch, and I still have at least 2 more to go. All right, so that is my burgundy rose. This is using a recipe that beginners can do using ingredients mostly found in their house. And it's once again from the Complete Soap Maker by Norma Coney. Oh, let me move the soap up the way so you guys can see. That's the book there. And we used the recipe. Let me find it, guys. Sorry. We used, which recipe is it? Vegetarian's Choice soap, and it is on page 40 of the book, which is this one here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. But anyway, this is going to be a super long video. I probably have to break it up into several parts. I've taken you from the beginning, except for mixing the lye and water. Just a quick tip, always mix the lye into the water and not the water into the lye. I remember, I think, listening to somebody a long time ago when I first started on making soaps on YouTube. She said, the snow falls on the water, not the water falls on the snow. So if you can remember that, then lye goes into water, not water goes into lye. Take your time and mix it. Wear your gloves, wear your mitts, wear your gloves, wear your goggles, wear your mask, and you should be fine. Take your time, plan out everything, have everything ready to go, measured out so that it's easy for you. I tried to measure everything while doing it with you, so it took me a little bit longer than it normally would take me to do a bar of soap like this. But I wanted you guys to see, and I wanted to share to all the new soap makers coming out there so they have like a recipe to go by. I will put the recipe details on the bottom, and the complete soap maker book information down below. I did get it from Amazon, used at a really good, really good price. But anyways guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy soaping, and I will see you in my next video.